Hello guys, thank you for watching this video. Are you dreaming of double digit package in data science but feel overwhelmed by where to begin? Then in this video, I will walk you through a strategic step-by-step guide to help you confidently crack interview for top roles in 2025. Whether you're just starting or switching careers, this roadmap will work if you stay consistent. So let's dive in, guys. So, my main aim of this video is talking about round one of data science or AI ML role. Okay, so let me give you brief introduction about the this video, guys. As I have cracked double digit job role in data science. So I am here to help you all and share my experience, how I cracked my interview, what are rounds you could expect in any data science or AML job role. So, as for my experience, I can tell you in any kind of data scientist or AIML or AI engineer, you can majorly expect three rounds of interview. So the first round always it will be coding round. It might be conducted by data scientists or senior data scientists, and second round will be a technical round and it will be taken by managerial data scientists, and third round will be another technical round. It might be a final round for most of the companies, but still it depends upon company to company. And this thing I have got here for my experience from last 2 years. Okay, so third round will be with majorly vice presidents, maybe or head of the department, maybe sales department or go to market analysis department or revenue department. It depends upon company to company. But in this video, I will talk much more about how to crack the coding round. In this video, I will teach you any interview questions or coding questions that I have attended in my interview, but I will definitely make one separate video for that. I have all the interview questions I have attended till so far. So I will make another video for that because it will be a very huge video if I cover all those things. And also in this video I am completely focusing on first round, that is coding round, because if you crack the first round your 50% of cracking that particular job will be definitely very high. So if you get the first round and next round or next round is very easy because it will be completely dependent on your resume, your project, and your little bit statistical ML knowledge. Okay, so let's start, guys. The coding round. My suggestion is, and my suggestions, my strategies, and my experience, and everything I am going to share with you guys. Okay, so what I suggest is, if you are preparing for job change or if you are preparing for interview, you always just aim for 3 months to crack any interview. So let me give my example. I actually aim to crack a job in 3 months when I was in start of 2025. That was my major aim of 2025, or let me say major uh, dream of 2025. So I started preparing my interview, or I started giving my interview in 2025 Jan. Initially, actually, I started applying job in 2025 Jan, but for 1 month I was interview, I was using Naukri and LinkedIn to apply a job, but I don't know what happened. I could not get a single call for the interview. But after 1 month, you can see magic, guys. You will get a lot of calls, and you just need to pick up the call, and let's say, and you have to tell when you are available to attend the interview. What I feel is, I think LinkedIn or Naukri, wherever, it might take little more time to show your resume to the interview, right? In interview, because companies get lot of interviews, but in that lot of resumes, in that they have to pick up your interviews and they have to call for you, right? I think the insight strategies or maybe some algorithm might take some time to get familiar with the resumes, right? So it might be the reason. I'm not sure about the exact reason, but let's start, guys. The first round, coding round, I will help you out how to prepare for this round. Okay, let's say if you are preparing for interview, what I suggest is, guys, you should be consistent with what you are doing, and because see, this is a one-time things you do in your job switch, right? Let's say after changing job, you no need to do all these things, right? You can just work on your project, and you can yeah, you can skill up your things, your skills. You can upgrade your skills, but it's not necessary, right? If you are able to do your job what you have already, then that's enough and you can chill out. So what I suggest is, about these 3 months, you have to be consistent, you have to be confident, you should have hope, you should trust, and all these things are very very necessary. What I suggest is, you should not give up at any point. Okay, so what I suggest is, you should practice daily 1 hour code. Okay, and coding in a sense, it includes both SQL and Python. What I was doing was, I was preparing 4 days for Python, and I had given 2 days for SQL, because Python is the much more important things. SQL might not have some companies, but Python is mandate each and every companies. So why I am saying to do this coding practice, because the work we do in our day-to-day office is completely, not completely, like I can say 50% different than the what question you get in the interview, right? Because in our work, what do we hear a data set, we just read pandas, we just we just some do filtering, or you just add the columns, we just clean the data set, all those things. I'm not saying they will not ask this type of question, they do ask this type of question. But if they ask Python basics, like what is list, what is tuples, what is list comprehension, what is duplicates, what is arrays, what is pandas, what is oops, all those things concept we don't use like more often, right? In our workplace, right? That's why I suggest you guys, please focus on coding practice daily 1 hour. So what I suggest is, once you crack the interview, it will worth, right? Whatever the time you spend for last 3 months, it will definitely worth it. Okay, let's begin the next session of this videos. I will tell you what all things you can do to practice the Python coding, right? So what I suggest you guys, as well know, as we are working, we might forget the things what we studied in Python, what are basic concepts there in Python. So first, guys, what I suggest is, start with W3 school. Okay, because W3 school has everything. It has a theory, it has a codings, it has practical coding and everything. So before going to do anything, it's better to brush up your knowledge, right? So I know that we are on the same phase, we might forget some things in rules or in whatever the text in the Python. So it's better to refresh our knowledge on Python. So for that, what I suggest is, spend 1 week on W3 school and get familiar with all basics of Python, like Python data types, numbers or lists, tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions, and everything. So this is the first thing you should do, guys. Not only for Python, for SQL also you should refresh your knowledge. So definitely it will feel good and it will be very easy for you to solve any platform, because you know the basics, what how it works, what it is, and how to use and all those things. Definitely it will be very useful, guys. So once you get done with understanding or brush up in these concepts Python SQL, let me tell you, let's start with very easy problem statement that we have in some platform. Let me tell you which platform you have to use. So to start with coding, so I told you right in the beginning of this video, you have to spend 1 hour daily, right? In that 1 hour, what you have to do? Let me tell you what you have to do. What you have to do is, let me tell you this coding platform, guys, HackerRank. I know most of you know about this, but if you are not know, just use this platform, guys. It has coding question for each and everything, like Python, for SQL, for Java, and all those things. But as we are data scientists, which you are, if you are looking for data scientist interview, just focus on Python and SQL. Okay, you can see here I also done the same thing. That's why I'm sharing with you. I solved SQL questions, I solved Python questions from the hackathon. So let me open for you one thing. So what I suggest is, in that 1 hour, try to solve at least 2 to 3 problems. But please guys, don't use ChatGPT to answer the questions or to solve the problem, because that will be completely waste of your 1 hour time, because this time is just to practice yourself. Because in interview you won't get any AI platform to take help and solve the question. I know in your work life we are all using AI to help us, but interview is completely different, guys. So what I say, please guys, don't use ChatGPT to solve the questions. Is completely should come from your mind and your experience, and whatever the logic you write, it should be yours. Okay, it's okay if you are completely, you know, completely not known, or it's very difficult, then okay, you use that, use for that to solve that question, use the ChatGPT. But don't depend on ChatGPT to solve each and every questions. Okay, let me open for you this hacker rank. You can see here, if you open that Python, you will get all the questions. As I said, first let's guys first start with easy questions. Okay, so you can filter out easy questions here. Then let's start with Python basics. Then yeah, this is what it gives you for all easy and Python basics. And open the question. Let me give you introduction to this interface. See, it has a task here. Task is what you have to do, and it means submission. It will show you your submissions, and it has discussion, it has editorial and all those things. But it's you just concentration, write a program here, but don't forget to change the version you are using. Maybe you are using Python 3, or you are using, if you are using SQL, then you're using for SQL for SQL program. And just submit first, submit the code, and it will show you whether you uh, solve all the test cases or not. And if you fail, it will show you are failed, and you have to try again. Once you are done with that, passing all the test case, then just submit, run the code, then submit the code. It will say congratulations, you passed the all the sample test case, and go to the next solution, next problem. Okay, so let me open some in easy, some simple problem for you. First, let's say you solve this problem. First thing, you should just run the code. See, congratulations, you passed all the sample test cases. Then once you get this, just submit the code, then you pass all the test case, then it will tell you congratulations, you can move to the next challenge, right? If you click the next challenge, it will go to the next problem. So similarly, you can solve daily at least 2 to 3 in a 1 hour, right? Initially it might be one problem, because if you're a beginner, you don't have that much handy in the solving problem, but it will be, as we move day by day, it will be very much easy for this is for Python. And similarly you should do, guys, for SQL also. As I said, right, you should spend 4 days for Python and 2 days for SQL. Let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Python, and the when Friday, Saturday should be for SQL. So for SQL, so you can start with only easy questions, and you can simply open this. You can click that link, it will open for you, and you can write the SQL. You can see here it just has SQL, Oracle, MySQL, but use SQL and just write the answer here, just submit the run the code and submit it. That's it. So what I suggest is, guys, you can only focus on easy level and medium level question. Those are enough for crack the any interview. So once you are done with hacker rank, guys, let me tell you another very important advanced platform. So it is a lead code. So let me open for you. So this is the lead code platform. If you go to the lead code, okay, let me tell you how to use this lead code. If you open the lead code, it will open this for you. Then just go to the problems. Okay, then go to the study plan. Okay, let me I can show you my work I have done in the lead code. I have that screenshot for you. See, I have solved uh, 294 problem in there. 245 is easy only. I have solved only easy, guys, because medium is kind of difficult for me, and like medium questions are actually difficult in lead code. As I said, all whatever the problem solved here, I solved by my own. I did not use ChatGPT or anything. So because of that, I solved only easy question, because initially I focus on easy, right? Because easy, you can see total it is 88 80 questions are there. So I was trying to solve all those questions, but you can see how many days I spent here. I spent total 50 initially. Next I spent total 100 days, right? This is 100 days batch I received once I complete 100 days. And I also got introduction pandas, and I also have introduction to SQL tags. Okay, so this is just to motivate you, guys. I did it, so you can also do it. So if you open the study plan, you can get similar to lead code. You can get different program language like SQL is there, pandas is there. This is for pandas, but I suggest you, guys, this is very helpful. these these problems really help me to do crack the pandas interview questions. Okay, I will show you in the next video what are the questions I solved in the interview, but this was very helpful for me. And again, if you go to SQL, you can see here, yeah, SQL 50 solve all these questions, guys. See, I solved all these questions. Once you solve, it will give tick mark. It was very helpful for me, SQL also, guys. So start with introduction to pandas and SQL. Next, once you are done with that, just go to the advanced one. Okay, if you come to the problems, you will get um, lot of sections here, like all topics or algorithms or database or shell or something like this. Okay, so you can focus on only maybe algorithms if you want to focus on only algorithms, right? So what I suggested, guys, just focus on only easy. So just filter it out for only easy. And let me give you brief overview about this interface. If you open this interface, you will see here detailed questions and expected answer and expected format, output format, and all those things. Okay, see, this is the description. Here you can get the uh, problem statement, what you have to do, and then here is the example. It is the input and it should be the output for your question. So it also has submissions when you submitted these questions, and it also has solutions. If you are stuck with something, then you can also, you don't need to ask ChatGPT, guys. You can use solutions here, because here also you can also find videos for the solutions. Actually, they are explaining much more better than what ChatGPT can do. ChatGPT can explain everything, but still, here instead of trusting on AI, you can refer to the already available solution, right? So here you can get solutions. It's also very similar to the what we did in HackerRank. Just write the code and you can just submit here, submit button. Then let me open one thing that I already saw. Maybe sorted array. Okay, let me see my submission, guys. See, okay, I can see. Okay, let me copy this and go to the description. Okay, let me paste this. Okay, I just want to show how what happens once we submit. Okay, um, okay, uh, okay, uh, let's copy this and let's go to the description. Yeah, I think this is where we can just paste this. Okay, let me submit. Let me run first. Let me see what will happen. See, this is accepted for all cases, right? In HackerRank you might get multiple cases, but in LeetCode I can see only 3 cases here. And once you are done with, once you are accepted all the test cases, just submit it. That's it. And not only that, you can also give your solution to everyone. Okay, if you click on these solutions, then you can share your solution to everyone. Let's give it a title like easy Python solution, right? Let's post it. So if someone were solving these particular questions, and if they come to solution, you can see others solutions here, right? All solution, you can see other solutions here, right? As similar way, others will get your solutions. If you want to see your solutions, like you can click on my solutions here. Just now we submitted, and uh, they will, you can see how many people it was, is there any comment, or is there any upvotes, and all those things, right? So these are the two things you have to do, guys. Start with brushing up the Python concept, and start with HackerRank, solve only easy and medium level questions, and come to the lead course. Once you are done with the HackerRank, come to the lead course, because we have 3 months, right? That means around 100 days, right? In those 100 days, you should know, take rest on any days. You should solve each day 1 hour consistently for programming, right? Python for 4 days and 2 days is for SQL. So if you did this every day, I don't see any difficulties in cracking any Python interview question. It might be any platform, they might ask in online, or it might be one to one, anything. You will be much more confident, guys, you won't get scared or you won't get nervous, because most of the times the people lose the interview because they get nervous in interview. So because of that, their mind won't work to solve the problem. But if you practice daily, and if you go to the interview, it will be like your another similar day for you to solve the interview, right? So it will give you definitely much more confidence, and you will be in different mindset, right? If you create that level mindset, then definitely anyone crack any Python coding interview cracks. So what I suggest is follow my uh, suggestion, be consistent, start working on this, don't give up at any point. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope this video is helpful for at least somebody's. And if you like this video, please share, subscribe and comment below. I will definitely make mm, important and useful video in next video. I am trying to show you all the interview questions I have attended till so far, so it might be helpful and it might give a much more confidence to attend the interview and prepare for uh, prepare daily. So thank you guys, thank you for watching us once again. All the best for interview preparation. Bye bye.